Obviously, everybody is focusing on Caleb Williams. At the top of this draft, we talked about other quarterbacks could force their way up there as well. Marvin Harrison Jr., the wide receiver, is going to be one of the top picks in this draft as well. It's also, from the sounds of it, a really good draft class for offensive tackles, which is usually a source of an area to target for teams that are picking in the top 5. That's usually one of the areas that gets focused on.
Yeah, this upcoming NFL draft in 2024 is going to be a lot of fun because I feel as though over the last handful of years, things always get unpredictable when teams prioritize non-premium positions differently, right? Like Atlanta picking a running back in the top 10, or Detroit doing what they did with Jahmyr Gibbs and then Jack Campbell, right? It always kind of, drafts always tend to get off the rails when there's not enough for sure talent at premium positions to where teams go, okay, we just got to get good football players on our teams then. So if there's not a quarterback, offensive tackle, edge rusher, or let's say like lockdown corner, maybe even receiver on the board that they're happy with, they might look elsewhere and we might see a pick like that. This draft is shaping up to have a lot of talent at the premium positions. A lot of talent at quarterback, a lot of talent at offensive tackle, ton of talent at wide receiver. And I think that the edge rush group is probably a little bit less than those 3 that I just named, but still really nice talent at the top, some guys to covet in the first round. And so do we see teams this year get even more aggressive knowing that there are premium position players that they want to go up and get? So I think that it's going to make for a very, very fun draft. I'm telling you, man, I'm already through 185 players in this class, and I've got guys who are sitting at 115, 120 on my rankings. So I'm like, I got to move them up. There's no way they should have a 115 next to their name. They're too good. And I just scroll up and down and I look at my big board and I'm like, I don't know where I'd put them. There's a lot of really good football players in this class. And truly, this year more than other years in the past, it's an exciting year and a really deep year that's going to be fun to follow and analyze.
So fans of these teams that are already looking at the draft, where do they got to go to check out all your stuff now that we're starting earlier this year and getting a good head start and all this stuff?
Ooh, I'm glad you asked, because we got a fun schedule that we are updating throughout the season. And this upcoming week, so next week, starting on Monday, we're going to have a brand new mock draft, a quarter season mock draft. So I'll have a new mock draft that's coming out, full first round mock. But we're also updating the mock draft machine with team needs and also the current draft order. You can see that right now, but we'll be updating that at the beginning of next week as well. If you want to check out the big board and all those players that I mentioned, we're updating that and pushing it from 150 to 175 this upcoming week too. So next week is a huge NFL draft week over at PFF.com. Make sure you're checking it out. Bookmark the NFL draft tab, because we're updating the big board, we're updating the mock draft machine, we're updating the team needs, and we're having mock drafts and all sorts of articles that are coming out all the time. We're starting draft season way earlier this year because people seem to really enjoy whenever we put that out. So we're already cranking it out. Whenever you want to dip that toe into draft season, wherever you are, whether you're a fan of 0-3 teams or 3-0 teams, we're going to have you handled at PFF.com.
Let's go.